Welcome back to Beau's Workshop. Today we're putting together a Mud Skipper twister motor kit. We got a 15 horse Predator motor. It's really nearly 16 horse. And we're going to unbox the twister kit and make sure that FedEx didn't damage anything. So we're flip this up and start digging for prizes. I'm having to do a voiceover because the power company is making all sorts of racket. So this is the base plate of the motor. And following up, we have the propeller shaft. We got the motor mount, instructions and hardware, other accoutrements. The motor really didn't take any damage. It was packed really nice. Throttle cable got a little dent in it, but these instructions are very clear and very easy to use. I like the pictures, everything's laid out, all the hardware was present, so very nice. I wouldn't say that this project is extremely difficult. The motor's heavy, the whole apparatus is a little heavy, but indexing the shaft of the motor with the propeller shaft was the trickiest part. Now the directions say to put this part on before you mount it to that base plate. We didn't listen to that advice and we had to undo some stuff and go back. But we got together in a pretty short period of time. Thomas is getting in the mix. He's been doing some wrenching. He's just looking at working on small motors and building mini bikes. He's coming along pretty good. Now there's a stopper at the back, so you have to set this based on your haul. You got to get that happy medium with it being deep enough to not push a bunch of air, but to drive the water. The wiring is pretty easy. This red wire goes to the solenoid. That's part of your starter. Your ground wire from the battery, you got to put it somewhere on the engine. Most of them recommend doing that down at the engine mount, but I've already done this. And you got your emergency kill switch. One goes to the ground. This red wire vampire clips into the oil sensor, so when that gets a connection it'll kill the motor. And here, start, in the middle, run, down is off. So the wiring is pretty easy. And you got your security lanyard kill switch up at the handles, so you can kill the motor from here or you can kill the motor from there. That kill switch is pretty nice, and until you get used to running this boat you might have to kill the motor so you don't run a prop into the bank. If you want to back up, you're going to need a pole or a paddle or something to move you. We're probably going to end up setting up a trolling motor somewhere to maneuver us around quietly. So, you know, balance pretty good. You can kind of move it around with a couple fingers. When you're underway, you do have to muscle it a little bit through the water, and you definitely got to keep a hold of it. The screw to the upper right clamps the throttle cable down. The screw that the cable runs through holds the throttle position, and then this bigger bolt, you have to loosen that up a little bit or that whole mechanism's too tight. One step that we didn't show is installing this handle. It just slides in this tube. There's a pin, there's a couple set screws that hold it tight. The throttle is like a bicycle brake lever. it was already pre-installed. The kill switch, there's 4 screws. You have to take those off. That saddles over the bar. You crank them down and it's good to go. One other step that we didn't show, there are some straps that hold the propeller shaft to the motor mount. So there's 4 bolts that you crank down, and that's good. Final review of how the twister motor works. I think it's really good. It's exactly kind of what we were looking for. It's not extremely fast. This might not be the best hull to use for a twister motor, but it's free. This is kind of a cheap setup. The entire motor, twister package, battery cables, all that, we're looking at about $1,100. So now we got a new motor that's reliable. Now I needed to install this grab bar on this boat. If you can support yourself, you feel a lot more stable on it. If you don't have something to hold on to, I could see it flinging you out of the boat kind of easy. You do have to muscle it around a little bit. It's not like a Cadillac, but for this kind of weedy, lily pad filled lake that we're on, I think this is going to be really nice. If you get some weeds in the prop, you can just take it out of the water. It all spins right off, and we might end up designing the boat specifically for the twister motor. But first, we just wanted to get one, use this summer, see how it goes. I'll probably get the paper and pen out, and we'll design something that I think will work really good with the motor to serve our swampy needs. So thank you for watching this video. If you appreciate what we're doing, we would like you to like and subscribe and share it with people. It really does help the channel, and thank you for watching.